What up? It's your boy E when I only boxing, bringing that toe-to-toe value that's undisputed in any industry. So look, Teofimo Lopez. Now I think this man just dug his own grave. You heard me?
I'm not even a world champion at this division yet, but I will be. We're cool and everything, obviously, because I was at 135, he was at 140. Got nothing but respect and love for the man on top of that, right? However, I'm in your division now. You're in my division now. It's competition and currency. It's competition. I'm sorry. I gotta to the side. And on top of that, like they make their own bed. Now they gotta lay in it. How you gonna say that you're gonna put me in the hospital? I nearly lost my life last year because of that. Hey, it's off the table now. Fuck it. If someone gotta go, it ain't gonna be me no more. I don't got no friendship with nobody. Anyone at 140, I don't care who you are. You in my division. I ain't in your division. You in my division. And that's really what it is. And if you want to take me to the morgue, shit, I'm ready to go to the morgue. I'm ready.
And the reason I'm saying that is because looking at Teofimo Lopez's record, I mean, this guy hasn't had a knockout in a long time, okay? And not only that, but Josh Taylor, he's just not somebody to be taken lightly and to be played with like that, considering the circumstances, right? He stopped Pedro Camper, right? And of course he lost to George Cambosos. But before that, how many years it's been? 4 years. 4 years since Teofimo Lopez has had a knockout. All right, almost close, right? But I mean, how many people has he knocked unconscious, right? I mean, his last person that he knocked unconscious was what? Addis Talidi, all the way back before he fought Nakatani, right? So, this guy, he just doesn't have the knockout power that everybody thinks he has, but now all of a sudden he wants to catch a body, right? Now, we all know that Teofimo Lopez is crying out for help because when you look at the big picture, he's trying to sell this fight with controversy, okay? But the kind of controversy he's going about it with is crazy, bro. It's just pure insanity, right? He's backing himself into a corner with one arm tied around his back, with the whole world against him, and you think you about to come out of that situation, clean, and you're not. This guy, he remind me of Fernando Vargas. In fact, that's giving him credit. He more along the lines of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., right? Just a fall from grace, bro. Just a temporary champion, that just faded out as time passes. But in order to make his name bring out, he's got to lash out at different people, right? So on the interview that he did with Punch Drunk Boxing, right? Of course, he didn't apologize for his insensitive comments towards black people. He didn't apologize for the Donald Trump picture the very next day. He didn't apologize for the post he put up there, talking about after Haney beat Loma. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was just waiting on it, nigga." You know what I mean? He didn't apologize for none of that and stood on it like, man, I'm not apologizing for nothing. Basically, man, F all y'all N-words. Y'all all stink. I hope y'all all go back to South Africa. That's tatted. Bro, I mean, I'm just basically paraphrasing what he wanted to say. He's at home, comfortable on a platform that's a little shaky with the racist undertones. You know what I mean? Let's keep it all the way 100 now. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so with that being said, right? I really don't want this video to go on and on and on, but this might be one of those necessary videos where we put things in the proper context, right? Now, the comments he made about killing Josh Taylor, right, quote unquote, that's and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's homicidal ideations, okay? So if somebody is suffering from homicidal, suicidal ideations, that's evidence that this person is suffering from some severe mental health issues where they need to be evaluated by a psychologist or psychiatrist, psychologist, immediately, right? For the safety and well-being of himself and other people, okay, is because this just he just strikes me as a person, bro, that that can go off of the deep end and do some harm to himself. I don't think he got the confidence to do it to anybody else, but I think he definitely has the confidence to do it to himself. You see what I'm saying? Considering the circumstances and what he's putting himself into, right? You're putting all this pressure on yourself against a great fighter, against a great undisputed champion that you've been calling out for years, and Josh Taylor push you to the side like, you too small, you too tiny. Now, you don't see and you didn't notice that Teofimo Lopez was making all these insensitive comments towards Sandor Martin. Understand that he referenced Vasyl Lomachenko with his comments about killing, and he addressed Josh Taylor, those two specifically. He made no mention of Sandor Martin. So that, is proof in the pudding that this guy can't be taken seriously as far as trying to cause harm to other people, because you got serious Sandor Martin problems too floating over your head, because Sandor Martin was the one, I believe, that gave this guy some CTE or something like that and got him off of the deep end. But see, this is the sad thing though. His fans are gonna say, "Oh, he's not a racist. Oh, he can say these things. Oh, this is the sport of boxing. We can talk crazy like this, right?" But when you're making valid threats against somebody on record, somebody who has a family, somebody who has lawyers, somebody who's loved, somebody whose country loves them, and not only that, but he's backed by some real heavy hitters over that MTK Global that can really come and see about Teofimo Lopez quick, fast, and hurry, and really see if this guy is being serious or not. Now, I think that Teofimo Lopez will melt and fold up just like he did in the ring against Sandor Martin, right? See, he didn't want to kill nobody after Sandor Martin waxed him in the ring. He was questioning himself, seeing if he still got it. Now, all of a sudden, out the clear blue sky, after you made insensitive comments about black fighters, now all of a sudden, now you a killer, right? It amazes me, bro. It amazes me. See, he's listening to all that N-word music. Right? You need to lay off of that, bro. You need to get back on to your Christian music, bro. Because the Bible specifically says, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, hand for an hand, arm for arm. It goes something like that. I know for sure, right? And that if you live by the sword, you die by the sword, right? So the Talmud has some kind of references to this thing too. I believe the Talmud, says something in the range of, you know what I'm saying, like whatever you pray for, the person who you're praying for, if it's more than what you can handle, you're the one that's going to receive it in return, right? So man, that's heavy, bro, because you can't handle nothing, Tio. You folded and cracked under pressure against Sandor Martin, right? You not talking about Sandor Martin. You making these insensitive, crazy comments about somebody who's see, bro. It's a difference between Wilder and Tyson, right? And I don't really need to spend that much time on them, but it's a big difference between those two, because Wilder actually was a knockout artist. Tyson actually struck fear into people, but they all paid the price, bro. Wilder paid his price with Fury. Coincidentally enough, against an MTK fighter, stupid. So you putting yourself in hot grease with not only Top Rank, not only Josh Taylor, not only with all his fans and his family, but you got yourself in hot water with MTK Global and Daniel Kinahan too. So you got problems with Scottish people, you got problems with black people, you got problems with white people, you got all these different problems, Teofimo Lopez, with all these different people. Now, your Latino and your Hispanic brothers and sisters, right? Your compadres, you did. You rubbed them the wrong way with the whole Donald Trump thing. You remember how you went about that, right? So you offended your people. I repeat, you offended your people more when you were trying to be stupid. Now you sitting here saying that you're not going to apologize. It's nothing to see here, folks. You know what I mean? Like, y'all took it the wrong way. See, you deflecting, bro. Now it's our fault on how we interpret your information, right? So when you get waxed or when you get hospitalized, you've already been through that before, right? So let's just say that you go through the same situation again. So it's going to be somebody else's fault. Whose fault is it going to be next time, Teofimo Lopez? right? If the fix is going to be in when you in a hospital on a respirator, on a breathing machine, because Josh Taylor got them hands too. And not to mention the people that's ahead of Josh Taylor, when you're just going to be moving up the ranks, you're going to be moving up in weight. And trust me, there's a lot of brothers that's around your way right now that just can't wait to get a piece of you, get a piece of that action, and then put you in the hospital, right? So when Regis Prograis said he was gonna put you in the hospital, you weren't talking all this tough rah-rah stuff like you are against Josh Taylor, the same fighter that beat Regis Prograis. See, your mind is scattered. You glitching. You dig? You all over the board. And I believe that the New York State Athletic Commission needs to do a mental health assessment on you immediately. You feel me? Immediately. Because in my humble opinion, you doing more harm to yourself than you doing others, right? Josh Taylor has a higher KO percentage than you. Josh Taylor is more explosive than you. Josh Taylor is a better puncher than you. Josh Taylor has more in his tank to outlast you and go toe to toe with you, because he's already gone toe to toe before with Regis Prograis and came out on top. Something that I'm quite sure that you'll never do, Teofimo Lopez. So man, get your mind right, Teofimo Lopez, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you taking roids or whatever you doing, bro, you need to stop it immediately, son. Because, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you looking very Chris Benoit-like. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of that remains to be seen. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Share this video, like, comment, subscribe. I want to know what y'all thoughts are about Teofimo Lopez's fall from grace. Is he the next Victor Ortiz? Is he the next Julio Cesar Chavez? Is he the next Fernando Vargas? You feel me? Is he the next Antonio El Terrible Margarita, or however you say his name is, right? Let me know in the comment box below. I'm done with this one. Peace.